Morning all, it's Monday morning. Just gone 6 o'clock and it's time to go to work with this beast. We've got to go and move some more barley land, winter barley land. It's on a contract farm and we'll see how this repair work sees us today. So let's get on with it. See you in a bit. Just put the battery on. There we are. Let's go and see. This will be a cold start as well. So she might knock and bang a bit. Oh, my key now. Cold start just kicked in. Get the door open and we'll be away. So we're just in the forklift now because I've got to move a trailer out of the way which has been put in front of the top down. So we'll just get this loader started, have some lights on it. Really good lights on this loader. Really good. Anyway, we'll get this trailer moved. Have a little bit of a warm up. This does look pretty cool, even with all the lights on it. Yeah, so we just got the trailer on the back there now. It's got a few seat bags on from last week, some Avadex. Just get this out of the way and get the top down on. There's the loader, all lit up with the lights on this morning, first thing. Seed bags on there from last week, some Avadex. We need to get this all loaded up. I shall let Bradley do that when he gets here this morning. So there it is. So there's the top down. I dropped it off last week and we had that issue with the lining the donut up, so we'll get it hooked up. Looks to me like the drawbar is slightly high this morning, so I might have a little bit of a problem with that. Yeah, she's settled down. That was my mistake. Look, I didn't put the actual collar on the ram, so I'll have to reverse up to it this morning and then put the pipes on, then work the hydraulics, and then it should allow the drawbar to come down a bit. So there'll be a bit of a messing about to get that right. But anyway, we'll get it sorted. There she is with the lights on. We'll get in there and get on. Most important thing, we'll get this fridge on. So we're just reversing up to the top down now. We're going to reverse up sort of on purpose to one side as well, so we can get those pipes in, and then we'll try and get that drawbar leveled up. So we'll see. I mean, I can't see under there at all, so I'm just going to guess. I'm going to go roughly there, and then we're to one side of the drawbar. So we'll get the pipes in and then work the hydraulics and hopefully get that leveled up, and then we can just slew the machine to the left, and that'll send that over. See how we get on. So this is what we're looking at the back. You can see she's definitely higher than what it needs to be, because it needs to go in there. Look, but I need to get the pipes on. So we'll get these pipes on here and see how we get on. So we just got these spool pipes in the back there now. One of my little tricks that I normally do every time I connect up is once the pipe is in, because they just push in there, is I'll just twist it a couple of times like that, and it helps to seat the connector in with the tiny little ball bearings what are in there, and then seals up to the main seal. So just one of my little quirks that I do. So we give them all a little twist, and that helps to make sure they're locked in. So when connecting these connectors up in the back here, these spools, you might ask, how do I know where they go when we just take them out? Well, we've got these little clips on the pipe, and they've got a plus and a negative on. So They're obviously colour coded, so there's some red ones. And I always make sure that the plus goes on the outside. So wherever I am on the machine, I leave these clips on, and it's plus to the outside. That's how I remember it. There it is. You can see it just needs a little bit more to go into there. Now you can see if I just slew that across now, I can get that into there. The jaws, it has gone in there, but it's hit the front, so I need to just move forward a bit now. So this, I can't see any of this from the cab, so it's all a bit guesswork. So there we are. It's not quite like the other day when it was lined up, but anyway, we'll get the pin in there, give it a jiggle. The pin's in, we'll get it in now. So the pin is now in. Just give that a little jiggle. Just got to get the stand up now, which is here. Just stand up. This right up, out of the way. Goes into that. Put the pin into that. Right, we go to the machine. We're going to set the depth. Oh, I left it on there from last time, so yeah, we're going to leave it where it is and get on. I'll go and get some fuel in the old down there, and let's get the gloves. And I'll go and make my flask while we're filling up. Fridge is on, most importantly. Right, that's now filling. I'll go and make my flask now. So we got the fridge loaded up this morning, put some goodies in there, drinks. We might have a bit of a fly today, so there'll be a few drone pictures while we're just fueling up. Well, what are the chances of that? All the threes. That was Friday, no, not Friday, Thursday. Can't seem to find anywhere to put this AdBlue. It just won't go in anywhere. You know. And we are off. It's got the satellite to boot up, and we're heading off to one of our contract farms, which is just down the road, and pull some land about down there, and then Bradley will be there very shortly, and putting the seed in. So that'll be winter barley going in, and we'll have the vaderstad, rabbit, and the top down working fairly close together today. I've got some nasty wheel marks to take out, which the lime spreaders had put in, but we needed to get on with the ploughing, so I had to go on top. So anyway, we'll deal with that this morning, which is not really a problem, but that'll be something else for you to look at. We had quite a bit of rain on Friday, so we'll go and see what the conditions are like, but I'm sure that'll be fine this morning. Anyway, we're going to get on the road, so we'll cut this here and see you in the field. So we're just in the field with the top down now. It's a fairly big field, as you can see what we got to do. Anyway, I'll just show you the unfolding on this top down. We've got some little yellow clips, which you can see in there. See those yellow clips in there? There's a pair of them. What I do is I push the discs as if they're going deeper in the ground, look, and they unlock, and then I can unfold it. So it's on this lever here, and it unfolds, you see, and then catches just stay where they are, so you can unfold without getting any pins or anything like that you have to undo. So that's a really clever idea from vaderstad. So we're just unfolding now. So then when that's unfolded, I can then adjust the discs to lift them up and down, and there's a number scale there, you can see, look. And I normally have it, so you just see I'm lifting it now. We have it round about the, let's get it right, round about there. Does a really good job for what the depth is set at now. So let's go do it. So we're just going through the satellite now, pick which field we want. So we're currently in allotment 30 acres. We're going to accept that. That's where we are. Accept that. So we're going to continue an old event, which is top down. We've got 2 there, so any one of those. And there's our field. So I'm just going to pick that. I'm sure it is that one there, which is highlighted now. So that is AB1. So we're going to highlight that. We've got our width in there. We're going to accept that. No boundaries. Don't do boundaries. And there we are. Got the lines ready. And we've got a green satellite. So we're all good this morning. So this is something quite interesting here. We've got, you can see we've got wheelings going the same way as what I ploughed it, because I crossed the actual drilled work last year. So there is our drilled work, which is straight in front of me. So that bit there was what I ploughed it at, just to get an angle. I've marked that on the satellite, which is there, look, you can see that. So I've put a marker flag in. So that is now our first tram line, which is also in at the sprayer, in our sand sprayer. So that is our first tram line of the field. And then what we'll do is we'll work up there, knowing that that's our tram line. We'll work that bit off to the right, leaving a headland, and then obviously get on with the rest of the field. So that's all that bit there. And as you can probably see, it is just starting to rain. So I'm going to hang on for a bit just to see what really is going to happen. Although there is really no rain forecast this morning, I think I've got that a bit wrong there. So we'll see what we're going to do. Well, I just had a quick look at the weather. It's not really forecast this rain. We are going to go for it. So there's a clever thing from Trimble. Look, I've just put the first tram line, marked it. That's been in there for several years now, and that is our first tram line, straight up there. More rain. So this field is what we call allotments 30 acres. This is the kind of sort of side here. I ploughed this quite early on. That was after wheat. And we got barley going in now, so I'm just taking that first tram line out, and you can see that one pass on the ploughed work does a really good job. So we'll get out the top and just have a look, and then we'll be all ready for drilling. So we're just out now, just having a look. You can see that's fairly good land. You see the lime is on there, that had lime put on it. It's been sprayed as well, so 2 volunteers will be knocked over. See, the top down is doing its thing. It's not usual. We've got a nice mixing of lime going on there. Taking wheelings out. See those scrapers working quite nicely now, look, because it's just picking up a little bit this morning. But you'd expect that, how much rain we've had. So yeah, everything's sort of doing its thing under there. But this is the end result, which we're quite pleased about. So this will drill quite nicely. This will, yeah, it'll drill quite nicely, and he'll be in here very soon. Sort of started early so I could just get ahead a bit, so it would, well, the idea was so it would dry, so it would just air off a bit, sort of haze, but I don't think it's going to be the case today. You can see that it's a bit grey, overcast. They do talk of a bit of sunshine at sort of 8. Anyway, I'm going to try and get on, get a bit of land covered. So I'm now going to work that bit off to my left, so this bit over here, I'm going to work that off, and then I shall leave sort of 4 widths around there, because that'll come in with a headland, and then I shall be working all this way then. So that goes all the way over there as far as you can see. Again, I think this is off the top of my head, it's round about this 66 acres field, so we'll get it done. So there's the machine which we're in, and the donut is behaving itself so far. Those of you that are eagle-eyed, you will notice three things wrong in this photo. Give me a comment and let me know what it is if you think you know. 3 things. I must just say thanks to all the subscribers and that. Well, for me, there's quite a lot of you which have joined just recently, just to see what I'm up to. So we'll try and make it as entertaining as we can, and give you a sort of a real life sort of video of what is actually happening here. So yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, one thing I must add is I'm just going to do probably about half an hour's work here, and then I'm going to check round that donut which we've done some work on, and the seal as well. So we'll have a little look at that and make sure we got, well, nothing's happening that shouldn't be, I'll put it that way. Anyway, we got a turn now, so see you in a bit. Yeah, a little bit on the machine. It seems to be running all right this morning. Sort of got it revved up to about 1800. We're travelling at 12.6, 12.5 kilometres, and then we're pulling the top down 6 metre. We're not very deep, because we really don't need to be, but I've also got to be deep enough to you know, take those wheelings out, which you can just see over my shoulder there. Anyway, we'll get on with the video, and hope you enjoy. Just a little bit on how I'm working it here with this top down. So we're working on inlands, I should say. So I've set an AB line which is across the field, and I'll just flip it so you can see the satellite. And what I'm doing is I'm going across the field on the AB, working to my left, but then I'm going across 4 bouts. So that's 4 rows across, and then coming down. And then what I'm trying to achieve is a really not such a sharp turning curve on the headland. So with the track machine, you're not actually, you know, digging a really deep rut as you turn, especially being on top. So that's the idea of it anyway. But I'll show you on the satellite before we get to the end, and then you'll see the lines, and then you'll see what I mean. So you can see that's us. We're now going up the field. That's the red line going up the field. And then what I'm going to do is go across to the other blue line, which you can see there. Look, just see. I'm going to go across to there. That was 1 in 3. That was, well, I did that because that is the headland, and I needed to leave. But usually it's 1 in 4 it is, and the turning is really quite good. So anyway, we got to turn now. See you in a bit. So there we are, just running down the last run just to join that work together. So that is called working in lands, where you go across on an AB, go across 4 bouts, or in this case it's 3 to do with the headland, and then off you go. So there it is in real. That's the last one I'm going down, and then I should be working to my right. So far so good with the donut. So there we are, look, I've just set another bit out. So that's 1 in 4 as we go across there now. You just see we're just setting a bit out. I'll show you behind as well. There's the top down doing its thing, and the satellite as well. Look, just, yeah, technology, hey? It's moved on. And also we have Nice clear bit of sky coming. That's what we want to get the drilling done. Barley will be here very soon with the seed, the drill, and we'll be putting seed in the ground. You can see all the discs working there, doing the mixing action. Tines all working there, look. See, it's a little bit clangy, look, picking up on the wheels, but you know, we are into October. Still doing a good job though, look. Taking them wheelings out, that's what we want. It's funny, you know, I look at that every day, and that's something that never worked from when we first got the machine, the fuel gauge. I never have been bothered about it, but I don't know. I've got a sight gauge on the actual fuel tank outside, which is why I've never been bothered, but anyway, it is what it is. So we just got out of the cab now just to have a look round and make sure everything's alright. And it's a bit noisy, I know, but you can see that is okay in there now. It's not leaking. Everything seems to be fairly balanced fairly well, so I'll just move away from the noise. It's a bit noisy. But yeah, anyway, so that seems to be a good job done in there. It's not leaking. There was also 3 water leaks I found as well, so I repaired them and they're all good as well. These are conditions we're working in at the minute, so it's pretty good. The wind is now getting up, which will dry that out nicely, so yeah, I think it's going to be a nice day all in all. And this is why we just like the tracks on the machine. Look, I mean, there's hardly an imprint there at all, that you can see that. I know tracks are a bit of a pain when it's wet and it really does skid and slip about, but in the dry and on top, I mean, look at that, there's hardly an impression there at all, so yeah, I just love the machine, don't I? So these are the conditions we're working in now. Look, there's the machine. I've actually just worked that bit to my left and to the right, so there is the top down, 6 metre. We did buy this new. This was new to the farm. This was, God, it was got to be about 8 or 9 years ago, I would say. And when we bought this, but yeah, it came home new. Did look a picture on the back of the Challenger. But anyway, let's get on with it. People might say, what is that for there? Well, I've got clean water in there, so if I need to wash my hands for whatever reason, I always carry clean water with me. Yeah, everything's going well this morning, so just waiting for the drill to turn up. There's some of them wheelings which we're going to take out. Good old top down, I'll soon take them out of there. And now we have the sun out. Looks like I need to clean the windows now as well, by the looks of that. Anyway, it's going to be a lovely day. Hopefully things will get dry and get some seed in the ground. What a morning. What a morning, look. Makes all the difference when the sun's shining. Top down doing its thing. I spy a Radley. He's turned up. There's the seed. Well, things are drying out quite nicely now. Look, seagulls have found us. They normally do. Bradley's over there with the drill now. So we finally get some seed in the ground. Got some nice shadows going on this morning on the old girl. I got Bradley over there, he's drilling, getting the seed in nicely. Bradley's getting on with the drill now. Look, just over there. Got some winter barley going in. There's Caravelle, I think it's called. I just thought I'd get off the seat for a minute and just have a look round. Just make sure we've got no oil out and anything like that. Bradley's in the distance, you can see he's busy drilling over there. I'll just have a look round and make sure everything's where it should be. Soil is a bit sticky there. Look, there's some different sort of stuff down the bottom here. But the discs are doing a good job. So this is on the ploughed work, which I ploughed over really early this year. Almost sort of straight out of the combine really. You see we've got a little bit of greenery on the headlands there. That's on the ins and outs, which is the usual thing. But they're all been sprayed now. And this bit down here is sort of quite bad for black grass. I say quite bad. I mean, you get patches. I'll show you the sort of patch in a minute. But anyway, Avadex is going in here, so that'll control any bits that are about. Yeah, this is a sort of job at the top down is doing this morning. Look, it's on the say reasonably heavy land down here. Got one or two little clods that are left, but the drill will finish that off, and that's hazing across there lovely now. Absolutely doing a brilliant job. But yeah, there's the top down. Let's have a little look this side. Make sure everything's doing what it should do. Nothing's fell off, but it is, yeah. The scrapers are still working well, doing their thing, look. Yeah. Sometimes we get stones that get jammed up in here. They go in there, and then these stop turning, these discs, and you get what you call a flat spot on it. So you'll get a bit of the top here, which will sort of have a flat bit in it. There's one there that we can just see. It's got a bit of a flat spot on it there. It's been skidding for a while. Obviously working today, but sometimes you don't always see it. So, you know, from the cab. And these discs at the front here now, they really have seen better days, but we'll get done with it this season, and then we'll have another set. Might just have a set on the front. We'll see how they look. But you see the conditions are pretty good now. There's one little bit of black grass we just found in here. Look, there's one bit in there. There's some other bits as well. I mean, there's some patches here, like just in here. It's not that much, but there's enough to spray it off. There's a fairly bigger patch here. Look, a bit bigger patch here. That's quite interesting. There's some muck, or probably a previous year there. Look, you see the grass there. Look, the muck in there at the same time. Or could it be the straw from last year, you know, turned back up again? It could be that. I think these have had muck down here then. Look at this. I'm thinking about it, it probably is just straw actually, isn't it? Straw that we've ploughed in and turned back up again this year. Yeah, probably is just straw, I should say. So in one of my ploughing videos, you can probably remember me saying that on the last furrow, if I'm turning it towards the hedge on my headlands, I make this furrow so fleet, so you don't have to bang through it as you're going onto the headland. Well, this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. Like, you leave that as fleet as you can, so you know you've got no sort of unevenness as you go onto your headlands. So this is what we're talking about here. Look, you can just see it's nearly into the corner there now. A little bit of greenery over there as well. But this has been ploughed for quite a while now. Anyway, we're going to get back in the machine and get back to it. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Got a busy day. Well, I'm quickly going to get the drone up, I think, and just have a look around and see what we're doing. Well, it's nearly lunchtime. You can see it's turned out to be a lovely day. Everything seems to be going on alright at the minute. I had a little trip out with the drone, so I hope you enjoy the drone footage. And things are drying out nicely now, so we're cracking on. See you all. There's a difference there. You can just see that to my right, as you're looking at it, is the top down, and then to the left in the middle there, you can just see there's the middle. All that bit there is all drilled. So we're just checking the seed depth at the minute. So we got some there, haven't we, Bradley?
From here,
Oh yeah.
get it in the ground.
It's definitely barley.
Which is about right, look.
What depth are we on?
3 centimetres.
3 centimetres. Perfect.
Lovely.
And we're off again. That's the scene, lunchtime today. We're just getting ready to start now. Bradley's making a start, getting his satellite all booted up. I better jump in there and get that one booted up now. There's Bradley in there. See you in a bit, Bradley. And we're in. Oh, she didn't like that. And we're away. Need to redo this. There we are. And we're back to it. And it's green. So we're back on it again. Just had lunch and full belly now. Back just taking some of these wheelings out, and Bradley's on the drill. Bradley's on the drill, cracking along nicely. He was telling me at lunchtime he's over 14k going down this, well, it's not really a hill, but anyway, 14k going down there and about 11, 12 coming back, so there's a little bit of a gradient, but not much, and he's gone. Just had this come up on here, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, coverage, I reckon I've done 330 hectares today. Yeah, that's a bit of a lie, I think. I'm just going to move the seed trader for Bradley to the other end of the field, so there he is. So that is the vaderstad rabbit, 6 metre, working with the 870 claas axion. And we're putting winter barley in there. Just on some short work now, it's the sort of heavy end of the field. See how that's working really nicely now, it's all aired out from this morning. Got the low lift working nicely there, which is just sort of scuffing the wheelings out. Then he's away. The smell this morning from the freshly worked soil about here is just, it's that autumn smell. Freshly worked soil. The crop going in lovely. I'm just walking back to pick the loader up and move it. What a lovely day it is. Look at that, look, blue skies. I'm just going to go and get some more seed now. We've just realised that we need another 2 bags. So we're just going to go and get some more seed. Start the JCB up. Trailer. Just hook that on. We'll put 2 more on there. So we're just back at the field and we've got 2 bags on ready. All ready for the drill. Yeah, so we're just back at the field. I'll put these 2 bags in the field all ready for Bradley. So time to get back in there now. Yeah, that's what we're drilling. Caravel. Yeah, it's drying out quite nicely now. Well, we just worked these bit of land. Time to get back in there. She's a beast, isn't she? Look. Cool. Better not forget my pullover. I left it there. So we're back in the 95E, off we go. So we're just going to do the headlands on this side of this field, because there's a bit of a hedge that goes in the middle. So anyway, I'm just going to do these headlands this side, and then we're off to another field. Well, that's that one done for today. We're going to move on to the next. We've got about another 7 hectares to do in another field, so we'll get that done. So we just moved into the next field and just unfolding, and off we go again. And we're back on it again. Look, you can see the dust is flying now a little bit, so things are drying up quite nicely. Just waiting for the drill now. Just brought some more seed out to Bradley. He's putting it in. See what we're up to. Big old tree in the corner of that field, that is. What a lovely day though, blue skies. Anyway, seed going in. Do you want the other bag?
Another one? Yeah, my night shirt and armour.
Put it in. Just hop back in the loader. Just got to boom that out to him now. Saves Bradley running back. Try not to get any acorns in there. Do well. Let's get that other one in there. They're a bit awkward, these little strings in the bottom there. It does make you wonder if it's just as easy just to cut the bottom out. Yeah, they're a bit of a pain. Hey! Oh, Massey! Does make you wonder if that's just as easy to do that in the future. Anyway, that's that one gone. So I just got back to the field now and I sort 2 more bags out and then I'll be back on it again. I might just see if I can get the drone up. So we got 2 bags on there ready, all ready to go. They are the last 2 bags, so we must be getting there today. Although we've got some Avadex to go in there, another 7 bags, that should go in there. I think it's a bag a hectare if I remember from last year. Oh, what a day it's been. After the start this morning I thought it was going to rain, but anyway, the weather gods got it right. Lovely day. Just having a quick look over that, you can just see them discs, they are really small at the front there. Look. Yep, we need to get them changed. That'll be a winter job, that will. Off we go. I did lock it, didn't I? Yeah, because I just went up the road, so I did lock it. Oh yeah, I left that out as well, didn't I? That's, I'll just put that away now. So we've got the key in. And we're off. We are going to have a go at chicken. Oh, I better give way then. I think we missed each other. Oh yeah, just. That was a good one.
My fingers got very tight.
So we're just into the last field now. It's called Ferret's Hill. Bradley's just finishing the long work. Then we'll be on with the headlands. Got all his fairy lights on now. Look. Doesn't know it's got it on that bit. Looks like we've got full moon out there, look. Full moon. Full focus. So we're off just to go and put some more seed in. And Bradley's over there, look. Just Wait for him to get down inside and we'll put a bag in. And we get this headland done. See you in now. Get this job done. Just putting the last bag of seed in. There we are, last one gone in. Do well. Yeah, we're just doing the headlands now on this field, and we'll be calling it a day. Not a bad day. Well, I think this is where I'm going to end the video now. Just sort of running this last bit of this headland off, and hope you enjoyed it all. And this is a little bit of drama and a little bit of what I get up to in a day. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Oh well, it's got to be done, innit? It's got to be done, overtaking him. See you on the next one. Bye bye. Just one last bit to the video before we go Bradley's no chasing. See you on the next one. Bye bye.